I think now I can start.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, one and all present here for the workshop. Myself, Dr. Chaitanya Sridhar from SSMRV Degree College, Department of Computer Application. I first begin with the quote, bring your work back to the workshop 20 times, polish it continuously, and polish it again and again. So I feel very honored to welcome you all to the 3-day web development workshop. So I first and foremost welcome our beloved principal, dynamic personality, Principal Dr. Anil Kumar sir, for this web development workshop. I
Thank
welcome you,
you.
sir.
Thank you so much.
I welcome our resource person, Dr. Bharti Somshekhar Madam, MCA Department, Professor, Dr. Ambedkar College. I welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
I welcome our HOD, Shanti Krishna ma'am, Department of Computer Application, and all my dear and near colleagues for this web development workshop. I also welcome all the student participants with whom this program would not be a successful event. I welcome you all again, and I hope that all of you will take a best out of this event workshop of the web development, which is for 3 days going to be held from today till Wednesday. Thank you all once again. I welcome you all. Now, I call upon Bharti Madam Rathod, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Application, to present our principal profile. Over to you, Bharti Madam.
Thank you, Chaitanya Madam. Good afternoon, one. Rathod from Department of Computer Application. It is my great pleasure to introduce our Honorable Principal Dr. S. Anil Kumar sir. Dr. Anil Kumar sir has been a popular figure among faculty members and students. He has an academic in the field of commerce and management, both at his UG and PG level. Sir has more than 25 years of research experience. He is a recognized guide of university for PhD programs. 31 from various universities. He did various UGC sponsored projects. Dr. Anil Kumar published articles in leading national and international conferences. To mention a few, Griffith University in Australia, Harvard University in the USA. Dr. Anil Kumar sir has authored 25 books in the area of financial accounting, corporate accounting, service marketing, entrepreneurship development, production and operation management, and GST. Sir has been elected as an academic council member of member of tourism committee of FKCCI Bangalore, advisory member of BBMP Rosary, chairman of board of studies and board of examination, Bangalore University and other universities. Here, the reflection of his hard work commitments experts into various awards such as awarded the recognition of dedicated service as a teacher conferred by His Excellency Hansraj Bharadwaj, then Governor of Karnataka, organized by Rotary Bangalore South and Karnataka Civil Defense. He has been awarded for achieving excellence in education from RSSP. He has Dr. Abdul Kalam Gold Medal Award on Global Economic Progress Research Association, New Delhi, for individual achievement and distinguished service in education and research. He has been an NCC under officer and has won the Best Cadet Award. Dr. Anil Kumar sir has been awarded DLS from South American University, Virginia. Recently received the Best Faculty Award in the year Vivekananda College of Arts and Science, Tirunelveli, Tamil Nadu. Also received Lifetime Achievement Award from Lawrence Research Academy, Puducherry, for his academic contribution in the field of commerce for the year 2021. Coming back to his key focus area, it is the summary. His academic innovations like education for wholeness model, experiment approach, setting up of 27 activities, all sponsors to take the interdisciplinary college to the base of stage was college the third academic. It is right. We are proud to be as our for many lands and gold for the new examination. Samarthi College has recently exposed five colleges in the India for the best balance between India Today, NDRS and the 2018. The list is very endless, but due to the restricted time, let me finish few words of Dr. Master. Please wholeheartedly welcome you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I think please ask, I think the host can mute all the participants. There are a lot of disturbance here.
Yes, sir, I'm checking.
Please mute all the participants. Yes. Good afternoon. Yeah, this is Dr. Anil Kumar, Principal SSMRB. Warmly welcome once again the eminent resource.
Excuse me, sir, you have been muted, sir.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
I take this opportunity to once again welcome on behalf of RV Education Institutions and SSMRV College,
Thank
the,
you, sir. Thank you.
the resource persons, the most eminent resource persons, Dr. Bharati, yes, and Professor Shobha Rani BR from Dr. Ambedkar Institute of Technology. Thank you once again, ma'am, for accepting our invitation to be part of our initiative to enlighten about web development for ours exclusively for our students. And I really appreciate the initiative taken by the Department of Computer Application, the program coordinator, Dr. Chetana Sridhar, the HOD of department, Professor Shanti Krishna, and all the entire team, Neeta and Bharti Rathod and all other faculty members of Department of Computer Application and students who have helped in organizing this particular workshop. And for students especially, this is a wonderful opportunity created by the department with an eminent faculties from Ambedkar Institute of Technology. You must make use of this opportunity to learn how to go about web development and all. It may help you not only for academic, it may help you in even in your life. So you can you can use these skills, and you can also start your own business actually. So it helps not only for your placements, knowledge, it also helps for to become an entrepreneur in this particular field. So it's a most relevant topic which the department has selected. So I wish the 3-day workshop go well and take this opportunity. Thank you so much.
Can I start, ma'am?
Jitendra sir, I request you to present the profile of our resource person, Bharti madam. Jitendra sir? No sir. Jitendra
Now can
sir?
you hear me?
Yeah, now it is audible sir. You can
Yeah,
carry.
yeah. Okay. So I'm Professor Jitendra, Department of Computer Applications. It is my tremendous honor to introduce today's trainer, Dr. Bharati, Professor, Department of MCA, Dr. Ambedkar Institute of Technology, Bengaluru. Dr. Bharati completed her PhD in Computer Science and Applications from Bangalore University in the year 2015. She was awarded with gold medal in her post-graduation. Dr. Bharati worked as visiting scientist to System Science and Information Unit of Indian Statistical Institution, Bangalore, in the year 2015. Dr. Bharati also chaired a session in the international conference. She was also awarded for 2 best papers in an international conference. Dr. Bharati is specialized in data analytics, machine learning, image processing, remote sensing, etc. She also authored many papers in international journal. Dr. Bharati also completed the project sanctioned by ISRO in collaboration with Indian Statistical Institution. As the time is short, let me conclude. Yes, thank you. Over to Professor Neeta.
Thank you, sir. I request now our resource person, Bharti madam. You can start your session, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for the opportunity given me to teach this technology. Because this is a very recent technology and lot of demand for this. Nowadays, wherever you go, they're asking, do you know Bootstrap? Do you know React.js? Do you know Node.js? Right? This is a booming area nowadays. And even it gives a lot of flexibility and efficiency in creating web pages. Today and tomorrow, in another 2 days, only we are teaching a part of designing a web page. Just we can give an idea completely, because in our college, in our curriculum, we are teaching this syllabus in 2 semesters, advanced web technology. So just we are trying to give an awareness how you can develop your ideas, how you can start designing, but later you can develop. Just we will show you the way how you can start with new technologies. Okay. I don't know how many of you are aware of HTML and CSS. 1 minute, I'll just start presentation. I don't know how many of you are familiar with HTML, CSS, and PHP, but here I'm starting is from Bootstrap designing. Even if you don't have any idea about web pages, you can start with this. And I wanted to make it completely hands-on. From the installation till the designing, everything I will show you. And whoever is having a laptop with internet connection, parallelly you have to work with me. Otherwise, definitely you won't get proper knowledge. Only you can see and you can learn. That doesn't make you perfect in learning. Okay, I'll just show you from the installation of Bootstrap till the design, how you can start designing. Okay, first, if you are having a laptop, if you're not yet installed, already I've sent installation guide also. If you're not yet installed,
But okay.
any problems, sir?
Now it is going on.
Okay, so
Recording is required.
just, I think my screen is presentable. All of you are able to see my screen? All of you are able to see my screen? Yes or no? Yes. If any doubts or any clarification, just you message me in the chat box if you cannot speak. Okay. Just go to Google if you have not yet installed. Just go to Google. You give Bootstrap installation. Bootstrap installation. Bootstrap installation. Hardly 2 minutes you can install. Hardly 2 minutes. Okay. Now go to this getbootstrap.com. Go to this getbootstrap.com, the first website which is listing, and download Bootstrap. I hope all of you have done or doing it along with me. I wanted all of you parallelly, you have to work with me, and whatever the code I'm executing, I will send the code in the WhatsApp group. Group 1, group 2, both I'm sending. So you can download and you can execute. But you have to do parallelly along with me. So if you have any doubt, any clarification, you can clarify. If you don't have laptop, if you're sitting with your friends, you can try. Okay. So whatever possible way you can do, you do it along with me. This is my request. Okay. So download this, download Bootstrap. It's 2 minutes, only 2 minutes you can download it. Okay. Once you download, it will be available in the downloads. This download, it will be available in the downloads. Okay. Go to downloads. Here you check for that Bootstrap. If it is a, okay, Bootstrap 4 or 5, okay, no problem. Just extract this. You extract the zip file. I think all of you might have downloaded with a zip file. Extract the zip file. Extract here. Okay, extract here. Go to C drive or D drive. You extract this Bootstrap zip file, whatever you have downloaded, install it or extract in C drive or D drive or any drive. Whatever the drive, you can install it. Need not be C drive only. You can extract in D drive or E drive, whatever the drive, wherever you are having a space, you extract. Okay. So just I will show you that. See, I have installed in D drive. I have installed in D drive. Okay. In D drive, you can find CSS, JSS, this jQuery, you forget now. Tomorrow we will teach that. So you will be having CSS and JS. These two files have to be there. Okay. I hope all of you have installed it, right? I hope all of you might have installed it. And keep Notepad open. Keep Notepad open. I'm just showing very easy way to execute a program. Keep Notepad open. Okay. After installation, just I want to give a brief idea about web page. Because every day nowadays, we are all familiar with computers, right? Especially from past 1 year, we are very much comfortable in attending online classes, any other things, right? What is this web page? We're all familiar with all the web page, right? Now, whatever I have downloaded Bootstrap, that is also from the web page, right? So there are two types of web pages, static web page and dynamic web page. So for static web page, there is no changes, only it will display the information. See, now this Bootstrap web page is opened. This is just a static web page only with the information. When I'm trying to download something, it will go to the server and it will fetch you the data. Dynamic is nothing but keep changing in the time, and data will be stored in the server or a database. We can have interaction with the databases and any other web pages. Static web page, just we can read the information, but we cannot get any updated information. Your cricket score, you're all familiar with that, right? They're all dynamic web pages. Static web page, only you can see your college web pages and you will get the data. But when you're gone to admission or placement or any other details, all the data you will fetch from the database, right? That is dynamic web page. So what I'm showing today is only the development of static web page, and tomorrow in the later sessions you will learn dynamic web page also. So HTML, basically HTML and CSS will be used to design web pages, right? All these days we were familiar with only HTML and CSS for the web page designing. But now there is a new tool called as Bootstrap. This is a new template. We get a lot of effectiveness in designing the web pages. First, I'll give a brief introduction of Bootstrap. What is actually this Bootstrap? I don't know how many of you are familiar with this Bootstrap or you have heard this word Bootstrap. I don't know. But this is a very new and latest technology that will be booming in designing the web pages. Bootstrap is nothing but it is a powerful front-end framework, and it gives more effective, faster and web page development. Here also we will be having HTML and CSS format only, right? But it gives more effectiveness in designing the web page, even in the headings, paragraphs, forms, button, lot of effectiveness it will give. It gives an ability to create responsive layout with less effort. What is this responsive layout? I will explain you that I have created a web page in the laptop. Okay, when you have opened the same web page in the mobile, you have to scroll, right? You keep scrolling for the information. Or if you open the same website in the tab, right, it is not fit to that devices, laptop, desktop. We're using tabs, there are a lot of mobiles, right? So whatever web page I'm creating, that has to be fit to the devices. But usually nowadays we keep scrolling for the information, right? I think you're all familiar with that. That should not happen when we are creating a web page. Wherever I create a web page, that web page should fit into the devices. That is responsive web designing, isn't it? So this Bootstrap helps us to create a responsive web pages. So that is irrespective of the device sizes, browsers, screen size, and so on. It allows us to create responsive web pages. It is the best design approach for the smallest screen to the biggest screen. It is used to create even mobile optimized website, which will be compatible to mobile devices also. Setting a viewport. This is responsive web design. Next, setting a viewport. So what is this viewport? We are fixing up the layout. We are fixing up the viewport for compatibility with different devices. It is the visible area of web page on the device or monitor, visible area, isn't it? The size of the viewport varies from device to device. For mobile phone, it's very small. For tablet, little bigger than the mobile phone, right? And for desktop computers, it is bigger than tablet. And for TV also, nowadays even we can open that YouTube and all you will be opening, right? For TV, it is too big. We'll be having 56 inches, we'll be having, right, 72 inches TV. This web page, whatever we are designing, should fit into that 55 inches TV till the small 5-6 inches of mobile. So viewport is nothing but visible area of the web page. And variety of these devices must include meta viewport. Just we have to set that viewport, which is common to all the devices. So see here, this is the code we are using. Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it visible, right? Okay. Okay. This is the statement that we have to use. See here, width is equal to device width. So this will set the width of the devices to common. It will make the width of the devices common to all, which will instruct the browser to match the screen width, which is device independent pixel. This statement will make the screen which is independent of the devices, okay, or independent of it will instruct the browser to adjust the width of the web page. Next, sizing your contents to the viewport. Yes, of course. Contents, whatever we are fitting in that viewport, that should also be get adjusted, right? So just I'll fix up the layout. In that layout, I will put the information and automatically all these information will be adjusted. Instead of scrolling horizontal bar. While you have to set page content with available viewport, it's also necessary to create structure our contents. So it will fit into the space available. Whatever the space available in that space, I want to adjust my information. Okay, so fixed width 600 pixel in a screen with 320 pixel. So we will face horizontal scroll bar to see the full image. Even we have got the meta viewport element added to the head section. Then media queries. Even with the mobiles, we will be having a lot of crazy mobile devices in the market, right? So what we can do is, in order to make sure that our web page does render in all the devices. See, we have seen a lot of mobiles, right? So each mobile is different nowadays. And dynamically our contents and our layouts have to be fit into that. That is media queries, depending on the media, depending on the devices, that responsiveness has to be achieved. So here also we are using CSS queries. CSS queries to filter the styles, based on the characteristics and properties of the devices, and these statements are compulsory statements to be included in the devices. These statements are compulsory statement, have to be included. Okay, orientation, portrait you want or landscape you want, all these things have to be included. Responsive design patterns, already I have told, it is fluid design and fixed design will be there. In the fluid design, what happens? It will be spread across the screen. I will show fluid design and fixed design. I will show when I'm showing the example. Here, the information is spread across the screen. But in the fixed design, we'll fix the layout, only information has to be fit in that screen. Okay, column drop. We'll be having column drops, right? Page gets rendered as single column, right? So in order of blocks gets altered. This means if content blocks are visible first in the order in case of larger screen, the block might be rendered as second or third case of in the smaller screen. All those things should not happen. So layout shifter, this is complex but powerful pattern in which whole layout of the screen contents gets altered in the small screen. Advantages of Bootstrap, it's open source. This provides a template, common template for designing the web page, irrespective of the devices and browsers. It's open source and it is used to create flexible and responsive web layouts as well as common interface components. And additionally, this Bootstrap data APIs, we can create advanced interface components like ScrollPy and TypeX. This we will see in the later classes. Even JavaScript also we can use it. And it saves a lot of time in designing because automatically design templates will be available. So we need not spend more time in creating the templates. And responsive features, already I have explained responsive features irrespective of the browsers and devices. Then consistent design. So all Bootstrap components share same design template and styles through this central library so that the design and layouts of our web page cannot be changed. It will be common to all the website. Easy to use. HTML, CSS already all classes, everything is built in. Only you have to use those classes according to your requirements. Compatible with all the modern browsers like Mozilla, Firefox, Google Chrome, Safari, Internet Explorer, Opera. It will be compatible with all the browsers, and already I have told it is an open source. So what Bootstrap package includes? What it contains? Scaffolding. Scaffolding is nothing but a basic structure with grid system, link, styles, and background. CSS, that is style sheet, cascading style sheet, what we have seen in HTML. Components, different components which will be supported by Bootstrap, iconography, drop-downs, navigation, alerts, pop-up, all those things will be available with Bootstrap. Then JavaScript plugins like jQuery, if you are using it, definitely jQuery we need to use. Then customize, you can customize the Bootstrap components using variables and jQuery plugins. This is the components of jQuery: scaffolding, CSS components, and JavaScript. What is CSS? It is cascading style sheet. Global CSS classes available for the development of websites. Styles, different styles are available. Components are nothing but rich set of reusable built-in components are available. Breadcrumbs, progress bar, alerts, navigation bar. In HTML, it was very difficult to design these things. But in Bootstrap, already these designs are available with the templates. Next, JavaScript for making the page dynamic. Okay, tab, carousels, tooltips, for all those things. Next, customization would be to deploy our own branding and color combinations. Customization, we can customize our website according to our requirement. So with responsive website, already I've explained, see, different designs are there. So whatever we are designing a web page, that will be compatible with all these devices. That is responsiveness. Irrespective of the size, irrespective of the size of the device, it will be allowed. Okay, first Bootstrap example I will show you. See here, this statement is compulsory. I will send the statement. I will send the program also. Okay, next, this is HTML language, this is English. Next, this statement already I have told, this is very important, meta. This is very important. Okay, and any title, this is just a small, simple example. So meta tag inside head element, proper rendering and touch zooming. Already I've explained this. This meta tag does this. It will adjust the width of the web page to the screen of whatever the device you are using. Even for Android, even with Android, instead of Android, you can use this Bootstrap for designing. It's very difficult in Android for designing. Small emulator will be available, and to adjust that components is very difficult. So you can create a web page and you can integrate this with Android also. Initial scale is equal to 1. This is used to set initial zoom level when the page is first loaded by browser. So the first example I will show you. First Bootstrap example I will show you. See, when you have saved with .html file, so that will be stored like this. This indicates that this is a web page. Okay. I don't know whether this, okay. Open any file with this Google Chrome. Open with Google Chrome, you will be getting this. Okay, but if you want to see the source file, open with Notepad. Open with Notepad. Open with Notepad. See the source code. Whatever I have told, link should be there. and this meta should be there. Other statement should be there. I will send a template. I will send this template. So whatever code I'm showing, just you copy paste in this body tag. Okay. See here, if this is not there, in other programs, they have given the path of the internet, path in the internet where Bootstrap is present. Here, in that case, what happens? In continuous internet should be there when you are working with that. So what I have done, see Bootstrap I have downloaded, right? Just you go to this Bootstrap wherever it is downloaded. It is downloaded. I have downloaded in D drive. Just copy the address as text or whatever it is. Come to your notepad and paste it here with min.css. This complete path you have to copy and paste in your program. So even without internet also you can work, because already it is installed. All the libraries, all the files are available in this CSS Bootstrap min.css, right? So just you set this path. Once you set this path, automatically it will work. I'll just show you sample one, right? So this I'm opening from Hello World. Hi, this is very simple program, but template. I will send a template by WhatsApp group 1 and 2. Okay. That's why I asked madam to give me WhatsApp group student workshop. I will send this template. All of you copy this template. This is very important. When you are working without internet, you have to use this. We did on 1 minute Bootstrap, right? This template is very, very important. Student group 2 also I'll be sending. Student group 1 also I'll be sending. Just check student group 1 and 2 whether you have received this template. This is a common template which you can use it. This is how I'll be sending the program. All of you should download this program and you have to work along with me. Otherwise you won't get much knowledge, okay? This is simple program. Next, Bootstrap container. Basically, this container is used to set the margins dealing with responsive behavior. One minute, I'm getting call from principal. One minute. Sorry for the inconvenience. Container, I was talking about the container, right? This is used to dealing with margins in the responsive behavior of layouts. 1 minute, I'm getting call from the principal. Sorry. Don't worry, I will share the contents, everything later after this session. Okay. To deal with the margins in the responsive behavior of our layout. Right. It contains the row elements and the column elements of the container. The container class is used to create boxed content. I will show how to design the contents. fixed contents. 1 minute, I'll just mute this and I'll keep it inside. So I won't be disturbed now. It contains row elements and the row, oh sorry, there are two types of container classes, fixed container and fluid container. In the fixed container, we will fix the layout, that information has to be displayed only within this layout. In the fluid container, it will be spread across the screen. So complete full width, we can spread the contents. Okay, I'll just show you the example. Actually, this is the format, and for all Bootstrap program, this div should be there. This div should be there. Container, div class, row and column. This is the general structure of the container. So creating fluid container, I will show 100% screen it will be used. Fluid container will make use of the complete screen. The class dot container fluid can be used to simply apply the horizontal margins with the value automatically that will be fit and left to the right padding 15 pixel. Okay, so container fluid. For fixed container, you can have only container, no fixed, just container. I will show the program for the fixed container also. Here, yeah, any doubt? Any doubt? Okay, I'll just show you. One minute. So,
Oh, ma'am, you are on mute.
Bharti ma'am, you're on mute.
I can't hear you, ma'am.
Yeah, just a minute.
Sorry for the inconvenience. I got a call from principal. I was attending the call. 1 minute. Okay. One minute. I'll log in. I'll explain the programs. ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೆಚ್ ಒ ಡಿಸ್ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಎ ಪಿ ಐ ಅಂತ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಅದನ್ನ ಮೇಲ್ಗೆ ಹಾಕಿ ಪ್ರಿಂಟ್ ತೆಗೆದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ನ ಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕಳಿಸ್ಬೇಕಂತೆ. ಹೆಚ್ ಒ ಡಿಸ್ ಗ್ರೂಪಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಎ ಪಿ ಐ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Sorry, I think I was showing, this is fixed content, okay? See, this is fixed container and this is fluid container. I'll just show you the example how you can change this fluid container, okay? Here, I'll open this with Notepad. If I change this to fluid instead of this fluid container, content width 1 minute. API. 1 minute. Here, this is a container fluid, right? I'll just change this, save this. We'll see what happens to this. See this? So the layout is fixed. If it is not fixed, if it is fluid, it will spread throughout the screen. So it will make use of 100% screen. It will utilize the 100% screen. Okay. So this is, but this container compulsory we have to use to fix the screen. Both either fixed container or fluid container, you use anything, but you have to use this container. This is compulsory to use any Bootstrap web pages. Any doubt in understanding any of these concepts? Any doubt in understanding any of these concepts? Any doubt, my dear students?
No, ma'am.
No. Shall I continue? Are you able to understand? Am I going in this space? Is it clear to everyone? Am I going in the same
ma'am.
space?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay. This is about container. Next thing is grids. The entire screen is divided into grids. ಇಂದು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಕೇಳಿ ಎಚ್ ಒ ಡಿಸ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಎ ಪಿ ಐ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ತಗೊಂಡು ವಾಟ್ಸಪ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಬೇಕು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. See, grids. So the entire screen will be divided into different grids. I will show this. The entire screen you can divide like this. You can have any number of columns like this. Entire screen will be divided like this and it can be used. This grid you can use for different purposes. I will show you. I will show how you can use the grid and how you can divide the information. Everything I will show you. But here, when we are using the grids, see, we have to use these things. Excess, if you are using, this indicates this is for phones, screen which is less than 768 pixel wide. If you are using SM, this is for tablets, screen which is greater than 768 pixel wide. And MB, if you are using, this is for laptop, screen which is equal or greater than 992 pixel wide. And if you are using LG laptops and desktop, this is for laptops and desktop. So screen equal to or greater than 1200 pixel wide. The classes above can be combined to create more dynamic and flexible layouts. This class can be used for more dynamic and flexible layouts. I will show the example. I will send you also to work with these examples. One sorry for a lot of inconvenience. So now I will show the grid. See, this is Google Chrome with 3 columns. This is divided into 3 columns. The entire screen will be divided into 3 columns. The columns will automatically stack on the top of each other. Just I'll show the code. In the code, how you can make the changes.
No corrections on the
Atrally ಬರಿಬೇಕಂತೆ no corrections. ಬರೋದು ಸರ್. ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಅವ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಡು. Better get the print. See here, how you can do the grade. How you can divide the grade. Here we don't have anything specially for grade, right? Inside the class container, fluid, because I want to use the entire screen, right? So container, fluid, haptic. These are common. So you have to use this first part. This actually I'm taking it from internet. So this first part is common to all the program till this head. So this is compulsory. You have to use this. So next, this is container fluid. This we are using to make use of the entire screen. Okay. So hello world, resize the browser window to see the effect. See, this entire screen will be used, and here I'm using rows. So this will be divided into 3 equal columns with different colors. See, background color for each column you can assign. And this SM already I've shown, this code is for tablets, right? SM is for tablets. This whatever I'm using, whatever code I have written, this is for which is lesser than 768 pixel. This is a grid. I have divided the row into 3 equal columns. See, this column 4, column 5, and column 3 different columns with different colors I have introduced. Okay, let me check different columns, different how you can make use of these things in different ways. See here, columns with 3 rows and 3 columns. This is 3 rows and 3 columns I have used. I'll show the code also how you can do this. So here in this 2 equal columns, okay, and here I've used 3 equal columns. This is 2 equal. Entire screen will be in, this may be fixed container or fluid container. The entire screen will be divided into 2 columns, and here entire screen will be divided into 3 columns, which is just like a frames what you're using. Right. So inside this, you can fit the information. The code I will show you automatically that will get adjusted. See here, this is the style sheet. So commonly you can use, or if you want, you can use the style sheet for each column, right? Or else you can use inside the column, or this will be common global style sheet also you can use. This is setting up the margin top and background color you can set, right? Padding, background color for these columns, and this is for rows, right? And border style that you can set like this. This is a style sheet that you can set globally for the entire page wherever you're using. See here in this we have used fixed container, not the fluid container, okay? Row with 2 equal columns. Automatically that will get adjusted. Dot column. I have used only 2 rows, right? So automatically that will get adjusted to irrespective of the browser and devices. Here 3 columns. This will be divided automatically. That will only partition equally. You need not do anything for this. You need not set the percentage of the screen that has to be used. Automatically the width of the screen will get adjusted. Next, multi-column. I will send you one more program for you. See, like this multi-column, different boxes. See how many rows and how many columns I have created. So like this also you can create. I will send this program. All of you download this and you run this program. Student workshop on web, right? So grid program, I will send 1 or 2 programs of grid. I want all of you to try this other devices. I'll send multi-columns and I will send unequal columns. For 2 programs I will send. By the time all of you execute. Student workshop 2, this is right. Both the groups have to work this. And if you have any problem, I'll give 2 to 3 minutes time. All of you download and execute this. If you have any problem in executing the program, I have to correct this. I want all of you to execute this. Are you all doing it? Are you all doing it? Yes, are you all doing? Got it? Got it? So shall I proceed with the next thing? Okay. Why many people are leaving? Okay, next is topography. Topography is changing the style of a text. Changing the style of a text, headings, paragraph, block quotes with Bootstrap. Working with headings. Usually we work with H1 to H6, right? Usually we work with H1 to H6 to print the headings. Already, I hope you're all familiar with this. So here, Bootstrap heading. This is a general one. Wait, I will just show you this. Topography. Okay, I think. Okay, no issues. I'll show here only. That is the case. I'll show from here only. See, this is a Bootstrap program, right? So, heading. How to display the heading. I'll show customized headings from Bootstrap. See, here, customized heading. Okay. See here, text muted with faced secondary text. With faded secondary text. Text muted will display with small, fancy display heading. This is normal with H2, right? So the next, what you're using with faded text, if you give small class text muted, you will get the text type like this. You will get the text type like this. So if you want, you can execute this simple program. This is how I'm doing for my students also, online and hands-on classes. So, otherwise, simply if I keep teaching and if you keep watching, you will feel bored. So you should work along with me, right? So next, display headings. See, here you can give the size of the heading, size of the text, how head 1 should be, what is the size heading 2, size of heading 3. You can specify these things. You can specify the size for the heading. Okay. Here I have copied this, so it is not showing properly. I will send this document so you can work with this. Next, small element. HTML small if you use, see now, lighter secondary text. So this will be lighter secondary text. Whatever you are using will be light. Text small I have used. Secondary text will be small. So this primary text heading will be as usual and secondary text will be small. Whatever you are using will be. See the difference in the heading. Next, mark element in the following way. What is this mark? Highlighting. Whatever the text you want to highlight in between, you can use mark. There are so many things to complete. So,
ಫಾರ್ಮೆಟ್ ಯಾವುದು ಇಲ್ಲ ಇದ್ರದ್ದು. ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋ ಕಾಪಿಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ ಇದು. ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಧರಣಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ.
ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು.
ಸರ್ಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಇದೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ. ಫಾರ್ಮೆಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಅದದ್ದು?
Okay, now we'll see working with paragraph. So paragraph font size, you can set the font size for the text. Okay, so paragraph, if you give this lead, this will display like this. Paragraph, if you give this lead, will display the contents like this. 1 minute, just one sign I will sign. Okay, sorry, too many disturbances, but I will cover, don't worry. Okay, this is how you can set the heading, set the paragraphs. You can change the style of the paragraph by giving this lid. Next, text alignment. We know that center, left, right, all those things, left align text, text left. Okay, text right you can do, and text justify you can do. Okay, so text alignment, wherever you want, you can display the text using these classes. Here, all these things are predefined in bootstrap.min.css. In that, all these classes are stored. That is central repository of all the classes. That's why we need to include that. Okay, that's why we have to include it. So that is central repository of the classes. See, left aligned, this must be center aligned. If you execute that program, that will show that it is center aligned. Next, text transformation, lowercase, uppercase, and capitalize. See, these are the text lowercase, text uppercase, and text capitalize. These are the classes. Okay, so you can use these classes to transform the text. Next, text coloring. Text coloring also you can change. Color, the powerful methods of conveying important. So you can change the text colors. I think this complete program. Okay. So see here, you can change the text color. Here there are predefined colors. For primary color, for secondary color, for success, there are predefined, they're all predefined colors. See, text success, text secondary, they're all colors for the text. Text warning, text danger, right? See, primary, this is a primary color, this is secondary. If it is success, if it is danger, it is red, warning, it will be with yellow and muted. The paragraph is graying. So these are the different text color that you can change. Next, truncating long text. Truncating long text, right? So when it is exceed the container. So when it is exceed the container, automatically you can display this. That example I've shown, I've stored somewhere, either in a grid or forms, unequal column. I will show that when I get this, I will show that. I've stored in some other, here, see, this text, this is beyond the container, right? So I wanted this to display like this within the fixed block. So that way we can use that. This program, I will send you this program. All of you just try this. Demo Bootstrap, okay. So you try. This is how we can make the text color, okay. Next, block quote. Block quote elements and Bootstrap style sheet will do the rest. It's pretty like block quote. What you can do with, if you want to change block quote footer, see, like this, the style will change. Whenever you want to change the style, you can use this block quote footer. Okay. Wrapping, long word that I have shown, right? Very the same example have shown. Ma'am,
Ma'am, you're going little bit fast, ma'am.
I'm going a little bit fast. You want me to go a bit slow, right?
Yeah, ma'am, that code is not clear to understand.
Which code?
That color one, ma'am, told the different color.
Okay, different colors. Okay, I'll go back and I'll explain you. Don't worry. No problem. I'll go back and I'll explain. They're all predefined colors, which are all stored in the template. See this one, right? This code you're told it's not clear, right? Is it visible now? See,
yes,
this is a style. Okay, margin, just to set the margin. Here class Bootstrap example name I have given text primary. Text primary will, this is predefined colors. We cannot make any changes to this. Text primary, text secondary, text success, text info, text warning, text danger, and text muted. For these classes, the color is predefined. We cannot make any changes to this. Whenever we want it, we can use this text success, this color, it will give. If you use text secondary, you will get this, right? Text success, you will get this. If only that those classes you have to use. That's all. If you want these colors, you have to use these classes. And these classes are already stored in bootstrap.min.css. Okay. So anything else? Anything else?
No, ma'am, thank you.
Clear. Okay. So next, tables. Creating simple tables. Creating simple tables like this. Okay. Here, just I'll show the code. Already I've told this head to head is compulsory. Style is optional. According to your requirement, you can use the style. But this meta name and these links are all linking to Bootstrap in the internet. But if you are using your local system with a D colon, then these things are not required. But this jQuery, JS, all these things are required when you are going advanced web pages. Just like HTML, table only. I've created table heading, table rows, right? This is table heading, table columns, right? This is table data. So just like HTML, this is a normal program. This is just normal HTML program to create a table. Next, if you want to give some more attractive table, if you want to give effectiveness to the table, see your table stripe. Only you need to make use of the classes. Only you have to remember those classes and you have to make use of those classes. Table striped. So you will get striped table like this. Okay, create a table with borders on all sides. Border table, right? Table, anywhere are they giving border? A border. Just if you give table border on all the side, it will give border on all the side. So optional emphasis classes for table rows. For table rows, optional emphasis. See the colors we have used, right? I'll show you 1 minute. Just I will send a program. You just copy paste that body part. Okay. I will send the program, just you copy paste the body part and try this. Just you try this program. All of you try this program. You keep trying. I wanted all of you to try this. Just copy paste with that. Any doubt? Any doubt? Any doubt in executing that program? Table colors? Any doubt? See, table colors have been specified here. Okay, table, same, table success, table secondary, all these table data, all this table data will be filled with different colors. Table primary, table secondary, table success, right? Table info, table warning, danger, table active, table light, and table dark. See, all these table data will be of different colors. Creating responsive table with Bootstrap. Responsive table that can be adjusted to all the devices, right? So how you can set the responsive tables? By specifying dot table responsive. Class dot table responsive. If you specify while designing the table, automatically your table will fit into any of the devices. MC staff. HOD. PSC principal ಕೊಡಕ್ಕೆ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ಇದೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇನಾ ಅರ್ಜೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. So already I have told this SM for mobiles, MD for larger devices, laptops and larger devices, right? Already I have told. So no need to mention. Once if you use dot table responsive, it will be fit into all these devices. Usually, in some cases, we are specifying this right. But if you use table responsive, automatically that will be fit into all the devices. Creating forms. This is very important, right? Forms. Inside the form, we will be having buttons, right? We will be having buttons, text boxes, text area, select boxes, buttons, right? So, am I going fast? Is it okay? Is this phase okay? Or you want me to go a bit slow? Is it okay? Am I fast?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Yes, ma'am, that's fine. Are you all able to understand what I'm teaching? It's not part of database. Someone have asked, ma'am, are the colors are not part of database? No, it is libraries. This is not called as databases. They're called as libraries for the templates. Okay, so database is different, but all these things are stored in a repository called as bootstrap.min.css. It's centralized library and all these templates are stored there. From there, we are using it. Okay. So forms, I was talking of forms, right? So here there are three types of forms: vertical form, horizontal form, and inline form. How you are arranging the components inside the form, whether in a vertical manner, one after the other, or one by one, in a horizontal manner, or in inline. Inline is also a kind of horizontal form. We'll see creating a vertical form. How you can create a vertical form? See, this is vertical form. Email, password, remember me. In a horizontal email, next to that password, next to that remember me, that checkbox, and next to that sign me button. This is vertical form, and this is horizontal form, right? Next, inline form, one after the other. This is inline form. So here in the code, I will explain how you can do that in the code. Labels, form, classes. Here you have to specify form inline, form horizontal, okay. Form input password, 1 minute. Form group now. Okay, if nothing is specified, it is horizontal form, column, form, label. So if it is vertical form, form groups, input mail, okay. This is form group. This is vertical form. Inline, you have to specify. If nothing is specified, it will store in terms of horizontal form. Creating static form. So form control. Creating static form is not much of interaction, only the buttons and other things you can control. Dot form control plain text. You can make it read only. If you want to make it read only, all those things you can do that. See here, read only text. You can make it read only. So static form, no changes will be applicable. Some students have sent the message. Ma'am, can we take? Oh, I thought some students are asking. Okay. This is static form. If you make any column or any component read only, that will become static. Okay. You cannot make any changes to that. Form example, I will send you. Now I will send you to work. Registration form, form control, I will send you to work. Valid form. So you have to work now. See, you check how you can do this. This is for group 2. And for group 1 also I will send. You have to work now, registration form. all of you execute this and see how your form looks like. How you can use check boxes. How you can use radio buttons. Here, deblocker. How you can use radio buttons. How you can use check boxes. Right. This is for check boxes. Class name. This is for check boxes. See. Next, form validations. So what is this form validations? You have to select, you have to give input, select text area, whether it's a valid or invalid, right? So this is form validation. In focus. Focus is you're pointing to that particular text box or a text area, right? The outline of the input is removed and a box shadow is applied on focus. You're focusing to a particular text box or a text area. So if you want to disable, you can disable particular buttons, right? Sometimes you want to disable until some action has to be taken. So you can disable this. Next, disable field set. Any field, if you want to disable, you can disable. You can make it read only input. Then validation states, including validation style for error, warning, success message. I will show that example, okay? And the dot has warning if it has any error, or if it is success, or if you want to use any icons, hidden labels, all these things can be supported by this Bootstrap. In HTML, it is not, you're not very comfortable to create all these things, right? You have to write JavaScript code to make all these things. Here, with the web page itself, you will be getting all these things. Okay, registration form example I have given. I will just open the code as well as okay, valid form. What is there in valid form? I will open both the registration form and valid form. See, this is registration form. It contains text boxes, right? Text boxes, then date, then text area, text box, radio buttons, checkbox, and buttons. This is the registration form, and this one is validation. No. This one is port registration form. Okay, validation code I will open. Okay, valid form code. Let us see how the code has been designed. I will share all these materials after this session. Okay, so this is how it will work. Code I will open. See here, it is form groups. So email, form control, input field, placeholder is required. So this is compulsory field. This is mandatory field, required. If you give, this is mandatory field. Okay. So input password, here also it is required, compulsory field. Anywhere read only they made it. Nowhere they made it read only. So this is JavaScript code. This we will explain when we come to jQuery and JavaScript. Okay, just for validity checking. Just to check validity. If it is not there, you display this message, right? You are getting this, right? So this code is for validity checking. That we will teach when we are teaching JavaScript or PHP code. So any doubt in understanding fonts? Any doubt in understanding fonts?
If we fill the registration form, ma'am, what will happen with data, ma'am?
Data's, we have not yet shown database connectivity, right?
Yeah, ma'am.
Once in the next session, in the later sessions, we'll show PHP code to connect with database using Bootstrap. Whatever data you are entering through Bootstrap, right? These pages will be taken by PHP and it will send it to database. That's what in another, the installation procedure we have given. You have to install XAMPP server that contains both PHP and MySQL database. So easily using that, you connect database through PHP. This Bootstrap only front end, only that gives design to accept the values, only for designing. But in backend, you have to use PHP to communicate front end with backend. In the later, we will show that PHP code. This is what I'm showing today is only front end design with attractive, because when you are attractive with the website, when the front end is good, right? If the front end is not good, you will not even like to see the web page. Oh, that web page is not good. That web page design is like this, right? Isn't it? So to make your web page more attractive, this Bootstrap will be used. This Bootstrap gives a lot of, already I've told, functionalities to make your website more attractive. That's all. Database connectivity is a later stage. What I'm showing today is only the design with different components. So any other doubt? Images. If too many images are there, how to make these images visible images, not only images, even with videos. How to make these images look more attractive. Because most of the website will be attracted only through the images, right? When you will be communicated fast, when you see the videos and when you see the images, right? If too many text messages are there, you're not even bothered to read. But if the image which contain the same information or the information is in the form of images, it will be more attractive. So how you can present more attractive image styling in the web page, right? See, images. Here you can write in the square with, see this bulged corner, or you can display the images with round, or you can display the images with sharp corner, right? See here, example, images class rounded, circle, and image thumbnail. This is a rounded, will give this image, rounded image with edges, rounded edges. Rounded circle, your image will be displayed with the circle, and image thumbnail image will display here. Okay, creating response images and videos. Let me check. Images examples are there. Okay, I think images examples are not there. Okay, no issues. I will show here itself. No. Okay, no issues. I'll show here from here only. Images with videos, how you can place the videos in the images, responsive images and videos. So image fluid. Fluid means entire screen will be used. If only image, nothing is specified. So maximum with 100%, it will make use of your complete screen if it is there. Okay. If nothing is specified, wait, I'll show you. Responsive image box, class box. That means square box. It will be displayed in the square box. But image examples, image fluid. Anywhere, I think I've not saved that. I was when I was working. Let me check whether it is images. No, it is table. It is table example. Okay, I will show you Anyway, tomorrow I'm taking. I'll just show you how videos and images can be placed in the web pages. Anyway, tomorrow also my session will be there. There I will show you. No need to worry. Next, slideshows. Now, slideshow. How you can make this slideshows. How you can create the slideshows. So I will show this, save this slideshow. Always when you are saving this file, have to save this as .html, and in Notepad you have to take it as all files. Okay. So just go to this, what I've shown, slider. What is the name? Slideshow, right? Here I think images are not saved. I can show you. See, this is videos, how you can save the videos. Is this the real life? This is how you can play the video. Caught in a landslide, no escape from reality. In the fixed layout, how you can play the videos. Sorry, this is not slideshow. This is only videos. I'm just a fool. I need no sympathy, 'cause I'm... Okay, I hope you have enjoyed the video. I'll just show the code. Sorry, code. Here, Bootstrap example. Here, container. It's in a fixed container, so you can see the fixed box there, right? So create responsive videos, and that video from YouTube link has been given. In that a fixed container, the video is displayed. It's a simple program. Just inside the container, you call that video and you just give the link and you can display this. This is simple. It's not slideshow actually. This is displaying the videos. Next, this is Bootstrap 4, indicates the version 4. Okay. Creating custom form controls. Bootstrap 4 enables us to customize the browser default form controls. How to customize? See here, customize. You can customize, you can have your own type of checkboxes. This is how it will customize the browser. Even radio buttons also you can customize it. Like this or like this. You can use any one type of these radio buttons. This is creating toggle switches. Toggle switches, I think you must be aware of this toggle switches, right? This is toggle switch. This is disabled switch element. Now I will send this example for you to work. You work and see this. If I keep explaining, you will feel bored, right? Now you execute this and see. Because now short of time, I cannot wait until you execute the programs. You execute it and see. See, this is disabled. This is disabled switch element. So complete form is same. Only few things you have to change. Check boxes. Your custom toggle disabled. See here, disabled. Just you give disable. If nothing is given, it will be enabled. So custom control input class, just keep disabled. It will disable. Disabled switch element. Creating custom select menus, right? You have to create a menus, right? So for creating a menus, custom select LG. LG is for large devices, right? So inside this, I will show you this. See here, we have given. Once you click here, it will show this 1, 2, 3, 4. So for all three text boxes, that will give select menu, right? So 1, 2, 3. I will work this. I will show you that's how it will work. How it will be more effective. Let's see. We see this custom select custom, this one. This gives you the list box, okay, or select box. Select menu. .html. See this here, if you open this, so there are different select items, right, of different sizes. That has been specified, right? Sizes have been specified with LG, large, medium 3 and medium 3. That is specified. Next, custom range of inputs. The range of inputs is nothing but this one, right? You can create this range of input, custom range, right? Strong, that is the type of the text, drag, all those things. And if you give custom range, this box will display, this custom range will display. You can write a code to vary this custom range. Okay, next, file inputs. File inputs are nothing but text box with buttons. Text box with buttons, custom file input. Custom file input, and you just display the text inside using custom file label. Here, choose file, right? This is a button. No, button. Along with that, it will come. You need not create extra button for that. Okay, if you use custom file input, automatically that button also come along with the text boxes. Next time is there. Ma'am, till 4, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. I'll take another 15 minutes is there. No issues. Next, media objects. What are these media objects? Images and videos. How to display, how to place those images, whether left aligned, whether right aligned, or in the center on the screen, right? So in some cases, you want to display the screens in the middle and text on the left, right? So you're doing all those manipulations. So here, media left, media right, and if you don't specify anything, that will display in the center. I'll show this program, see. So here image you are displaying and the text along with the image. So text is right aligned and image is left aligned. So rounded circle, the image display type you can change according to your requirement. See, top, middle, bottom alignment, all those things you can do. But output is not here. Next, progress bar. So how to create progress bar? Using dot progress bar success, info, warning, danger, already we have seen the colors, right? Already we have seen the colors of progress bar. Layouts is there. Anything else if I have left, I'm just looking at this. Basic progress bar. This is just a basic progress bar. Colored progress bar. You can also change the color of the progress bar, right? See, these are the different colors that you can use to see the progress bar, and you can also display the percentage which is completed or which is in progress, right? You might have seen all these things when you're doing with websites, right? When you're browsing something with the website. So how you can create this progress bar? The code I will show you. Colored progress bar. I will explain with the color. Entire document I will send you. By end of this session, you should be able to design your own website. Start designing now. Your own website. Container, everything should be inside the container, either fluid container or fixed container. So class progress, right? So the maximum value which I have taken is 100. 355, okay. No, not able to hear. Did I hear? No, I'm not. Are you able to hear me? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
No, ma'am has sent, I'm in mute, not able to hear. But you're all audible, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay then. Okay. Okay then. It is 55. She wanted me to wind up, but so many things. No problem. I'll share the document. Voice is anchoring, madam. Echoing because some of you might have unmuted your speakers. That's why it is echoing. From my side, nothing. From my side, nothing is there. I think some students might have mute your speakers. I'm not muted. You're all audible, right? I'm not muted my speaker. And others are audible. I think some of you might have unmuted the speaker. That's why echoing. Okay, let us not waste time. Progress bar I was teaching, right? In the code I was showing. Is it progress bar code? Bootstrap. Page container. No, it is not progress bar. Fluid container. I think some colored progress bar. Okay. So width is 40%. Length maximum value is 100. So 40%, if it completes, you have to color it with success. If it completes 50%, info. Already I've shown the different colors, right? Info color. If it is for 60%, you give warning color. If it is progress, you give danger color. That is red. So like this, you can specify the colors. Like this, you can specify the colors with progress bar. Striped progress bar you can use. Okay. Next is pagination. Okay. Striped progress bar with dot progress bar striped. So your progress bar will be striped. Animated progress bar dot active to animate the progress bar. If you have given, this will give you animated progress bar. Okay. If you want, I will, but I will share all the programs later. No need to worry with this animated progress bar. I will show how it looks. See like this. This is animated progress bar. Only the classes, that's all. Only you have to use classes, nothing else. You have to remember only how to use those classes. Next, pagination. Pagination You might have seen, right, moving from one page to another page. Previous page, next page. You might have seen in your e-commerce website like Amazon, Flipkart, when you're browsing for an item, right? So how to create this pagination? I will explain this pagination and I will conclude this. Tomorrow, the rest of the things I will explain, okay? Tomorrow will be two different sessions you will be having, okay? Pagination, how you can do the pagination. Yeah, just class pagination. So you can give link to different page item, and you can specify the page name 1, 2, 3, 4. Pagination, automatically that structure will come to your web page. Then whatever the item you wanted to include in the pagination 1, 2, 3, 4 or A, B, C, D or next, previous, that you can include according to your requirement. This is how pagination can be created. Just pagination class and you keep including the items. With disabled and active status also you can do. Some pages have to be disabled right once you access it. So, and you can make it active. You have to access it, right, to be access it. So you can change this. See, once after visiting, you want to make it disabled or you wanted to make it other things are active, right? So like this, you can create a pagination and change the size according to the device. You can change using LG, SM, right, XG, all those things. So any doubt if you have, you can clarify. It's the size of the pagination. Any doubt if you have, you can clarify. Ma'am told me to stop at 3:55. If any doubts, you can clarify. I will share all the programs, everything. In your group itself, I will share. I will share all the documents in the group itself. So any doubts, if you have, you can clarify. Any doubt? My dear students, are you all happy? Are you all happy?
Yes, ma'am.
This will be taken up for
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am's explanation. Okay. You're all getting something, right?
Yeah, ma'am.
Simple way I'm explaining how you can explore the things. Tomorrow I will tell what are the websites that you can access for this. No, ma'am, no doubts, all topics understood clearly. Very good. That's what I wanted. And you have to work whatever the programs. After going home, I will send some programs. Okay. Whatever programs I have not shared, I will share all the programs. So in that case, you can give Bootstrap tutorial. Okay. W3 schools, you can refer tutorials point, you can refer for more information for Bootstrap. Ma'am, anything else, ma'am?
Nothing, ma'am. I don't think so, ma'am.
Yeah,
If the students are clear. Yes, ma'am.
Satisfied? I will share the programs in the group itself. No problem. After going home, I will share.
Participants, any doubts you're having, please clarify. You have 5 minutes to do that. Anything you want to ask, ma'am, you can. You're always welcome to do so.
Definitely, ma'am.
For
Yeah.
backend, we can use Java, ma'am. Instead of using
JavaScript, Angular JS.
Yeah, instead of using JavaScript, can we use only Java, ma'am?
No, Java won't support everything. It's not that friendly with front ends. JSP you can use. Not ordinary Java, you can use JSP. Or PHP or Python you can use. Can I run this program in ASP.NET? No, Visual Studio, not ASP.NET. In Visual Studio framework you can use. Tulsi.
Ma'am, they're asking one question here.
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am.
Ma'am, like strictly this front-end framework creation is for editing, or does it have other use cases
Only
also?
for front end, attractive, responsive front end design. Back end, if you want, already I've told you have to go for PHP or Python or AngularJS.
Okay.
For backend and database, MySQL, MongoDB, anything you can connect. But this is only for attractive, responsive design. Exclusively for designing, but you can use any scripting like JavaScript, AngularJS, or Python scripting along with Bootstrap. PHP you can use. Make demo web page and run it live. That could be more easier. Definitely that you have to create a web page. After this class, we will show you how you can connect it. Okay, later sessions we will show you that. You start preparing your websites. Okay, you just create your website or registration page today because I've shown majority of the things right. So just you create your website. Tomorrow's session she'll be showing PHP, right? So using the PHP script, you can connect it to database. Okay.
So one more question is there, ma'am. Basically, is it just to make the website for fancy purpose?
Yes, attractive. Make website attractive.
Any other questions?
Between RAM and the PX is pixel. PX is nothing but pixel. Yeah, pixel is pixel. PX is pixel. So any other questions?
Any other questions, participants? If nothing is there, we will continue tomorrow.
You can also use Node.js. Yes, you can use Node.js. PHP instead of that, you can use Node.js. Any other questions? Tomorrow we'll see some more things. Okay.
Can we thank you, madam,
Thank
for
you.
your good web development workshop which we have gone through today, ma'am. It was a nice session, ma'am.
Thank
I
you.
hope the students would have benefited by this.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
So can we end the session, ma'am? Nothing is there?
Yes, ma'am. Definitely, ma'am. Definitely.
Thank you.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
So ma'am will be, as she told, she will be sharing in the group.
Yes,
the
after
codes.
going home around 7 o'clock, I'll share you everything.
Yeah, but you people should have to execute it. Then only you will come to know. Not just taking the code and keeping it with
I'll
you.
share all the programs in the group only. I'll share the document also in the group.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Neeta?
Yes, ma'am.
Can I end now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.